Hello, I'm Bernie Hayes. Today's guest is Pastor Richard McDuffie from Lane Tabernacle CME Church. Today on The Bernie Hayes Show. Welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guest is the pastor of Lane Tabernacle CME Church, the Honorable Richard McDuffie. Pastor, how are you?
I'm good today, sir. How about yourself?
Fine to see you on your alpha colors.
Got to have it on when I come to see you. And, of course, the socks.
Oh,
got to have the socks on.
They match your outfit, and those are pure alpha socks, it looks like.
Alpha socks. I had to have the black and old gold on
Yes,
for you
sir.
this morning.
You've been alpha for a long time, haven't you?
I joined the fraternity back in '97, so I've been there for a minute.
That's great. Right. And you're very proud of them, too.
Yes,
I walk in your office, I see, I'll be like an alpha conclave when I go to your office. Alpha,
yes, sir.
Alpha.
Yes, sir. I tell folk when you come in, this is Alpha Kingdom.
Tell us about Lane Tabernacle CME Church.
Well, Lane Tabernacle, there on the corner of Enright and Newstead is...
What's the address?
910 North Newstead, as we say there at Lane. And we also refer to Lane as the Tabernacle. Wonderful church, wonderful people there. It has been established in that community for over 100 years doing the work of building the kingdom of God in that community. A lot of ministries and services and wonderful people have come through that church and that ministry over the years. And I'm just proud to be the pastor of that church. And I'm in my 12th year serving the good people of Lane Tabernacle CME Church.
That's wonderful. You're not just a pastor, but you have programs at Lane Tabernacle Church too. Tell us about some of the food banks and other events that you have.
Certainly. We have a food pantry, what we call it, not so much as a food bank, but a food pantry.
Sure.
And it has been established through the lay department of our church. And we are not the largest food pantry or the largest food bank, but I often tell the folk at Lane, you do your portion, you do your part, because we are in that community and there are persons who don't have cars to go to other food banks, but they can walk to Lane, and we are meeting the needs of those persons. And we have a dedicated group of people who volunteer their time, their talents, and their resources to make sure that food pantry goes. We're one of those churches, we don't get a whole lot of government funds or grants. So when we are doing it purely out of the generous donations of the persons at Lane Tabernacle through their benevolence. But also we all have a health ministry where we have a consortium between ourselves and the Muslim community. They supply the doctors, we supply the nurses and the space, and that clinic is open once a month where you can come in, see a doctor. They will diagnose your condition, write prescriptions for you, and this is all free of charge, nothing there that you have to pay. We also have a strong prayer ministry that we give back, and we do many scholarships for young men and young women who are going off to further their education. Our church has always been steeped on making sure that the next generation of young people are prepared through their educational means to do the work that we've been called to do in our communities.
And Lane's been there a long time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right there, 910 North Newstead.
North Newstead.
Yes, sir. Well, Reverend McDuffie, your congregation, they've been some of them have been there for years and years and years. The Day family, the Mays, everything. Just so many people who were dedicated to Lane Tabernacle CME Church. How does that love come about, in your opinion?
Well, it's a wonderful community of persons, and I've had the opportunity to pastor there for 12 years. And I'm still learning some of those connections of those persons whose families have been there 60 plus years. I have members, it's hard to fathom, who are in their 80s, who have been members of Lane since they were children.
Yeah.
So they are a web of individuals, went to school together, they graduated together, some of them went off to college together, some of those persons intermarried within families, they found their spouses there, and they came and became a part of that family. And some of those founding families are some of the strongest members of the Lane. They head up many of our boards and our departments, but just a wonderful collaboration of persons who come together to do the work of kingdom building.
How would you compare Lane to some of the other places you've ministered?
Well, I compare Lane to the point that you have a dedicated group of people who are well prepared to do the work, committed. They bring a sense of knowing where to go, having resources available, connections within the community. They have a respect that comes along with that, and they understand their position within that community, that many of them are leaders in the community, and they lead through their church and with their church to do the work that needs to be done in our community.
That's great. I understand that you are running for a General Secretary Department of Publications, new board leadership. It says that builds on the foundation of the past so that we may leverage the Department of Publications so that we may meet the needs of the new generation of CMEs. Now, what is this all about, sir?
Thank you, Bernie, for allowing me to give my stump speech, if you can.
Yes, sir.
Every 4 years, we meet in what we call the General Conference of our church. And that is, in that General Conference, we enact new legislations for our church to help us better do what we have been assigned to do. But also in that General Conference, we elect the leaders of our church, bishops, general officers, departmental leaders. And one of those offices that is being vacated this General Conference year is the General Secretary of the Department of Publications. And I'm offering myself for that position as General Secretary of the Department of Publications. The Department of Publications within our church is charged with printing our published literature, our Book of Discipline, our ritual books, our history books, our ministerial examination materials. Also, we print up the information when we have our general meetings, our connection board, our general conferences. It is responsible for all of the printing and also making sure that within our church that we have a department that is making sure that the recorded history of our church and our community is preserved.
Is this a Lane Tabernacle or for district-wide or what?
This is what we call a connectional office. It is nationwide. So this person represents the publishing concerns of our church connectionally, our nationwide, all the United States, and our overseas work in Africa, Haiti, and in Jamaica.
Well, how can we support you, Reverend?
The best way to support is, of course, through your prayers, encouragement, and of course to run a campaign in these United States that we are a part of costs financially. How does it cost financially? Because a lot of people ask, why are you giving? Well, you have to have travel budgets to go to the different areas because our church is nationwide. We are divided into Episcopal regions. The churches in California, you have to get there. The churches in the East Coast, in the Carolinas, D.C. area, Florida, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, all of those places we have churches. So those funds that I'm asking that folk will help me with go for those travel costs and those things. So you can donate to my campaign if the Lord lays it on your heart and you think that my skill set is one of those that is needed for the church. I've done my work, so I'm offering myself in that position. So please feel free to donate to the campaign fund. You can donate it through Lane Tabernacle CME Church's Cash App, or through our Zelle, or you can mail it to the church. Again, that address is 910 North Newstead here in St. Louis, Missouri.
And what about the Ricky McDuffie, AOL.com?
Ricky McDuffie is my email address, and you can correspond with me through that email address.
Can they call you direct, sir?
They can call me directly, and my cell is the number that I use for all of my numbers. We have a church number, and that church number is 314-533-0534, and you can leave a message. But if you want to contact me directly, leave a text or something of that nature, just call me or text at area code 205-276-1041. And that is the best way to get in contact with me.
Once again, it's 205-276-1041.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, okay. With the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri, Reverend Larry Rice has been here over 54 years helping those in need. And we'll be back with Reverend Pastor Richard McDuffie after this.
May God bless all of you who watch the Bernie Hayes Show during these critical moments. Right now at the New Life Evangelistic Center, not only do we have to feed hundreds of people every day that are sleeping outside, but many that are coming to our facilities, for example, in Springfield, Missouri, and those that are getting help through our safe houses and outreach centers at the New Life Evangelistic Center throughout the greater St. Louis area. They all have to be fed. And they don't get their food stamps, they don't get direct assistance. We have to just continue to reach deeper and cry out further unto the Almighty God to work through caring people like you. So I'm asking you to please let God's light and love flow through you at this time. Bring your food to 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri, 806 North Jefferson, and Springfield. Please send your tax-deductible gifts now to New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. And when you send your gift in, ask for a free copy of the new Zoa free paper, Celebration of Hope. All kinds of testimonials are in here, all kinds of inspirational articles for you during this holiday season. Again, please pray for New Life Evangelistic Center. Please send your much-needed tax-deductible gifts so we can feed the hungry and help the homeless to New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. And when you do, ask for a copy of the New Life Zoa free paper, Celebration of Hope edition. Your faith will be stirred, and you will have an opportunity to help so many right now that don't know what to do or where to go. We're encouraging them to trust in the Lord with all their heart. He'll never leave nor forsake them. And we're also directly trying to help them in their time of need. Please continue to pray for New Life Evangelistic Center. Please continue to share at this time and know that your gift goes a long way as you pray, care, and share with the center that's on the front lines.
God is our hope, and when we set our eyes on Christ particularly, we see that He has redeemed our lives. And I pray that you would partner with us and join in the incredible work of giving hope to people who don't have any. You can give online at nlecstl.org, or you can mail your tax-deductible gift to NLEC at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. When you give, you make a big difference in the lives of so many people who hear these messages and grow in their faith.
And welcome back. My guest is the pastor of Lane Tabernacle CME Church here in St. Louis, Missouri, Elder Richard McDuffie. Pastor, understand there's a vision for tomorrow. It says, building on what was preparing for what's next. Elder Richard McDuffie, candidate for General Secretary of Publications, and you're going to have something special coming up in February.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Do you mind if I talk about that vision for tomorrow?
Please do.
Because when I talk about this idea of vision for tomorrow, what I often say in my campaign stunt speech is that the church has served us well. The Department of Publication has served us well. But we recognize that we are in a new day, a new time, a new generation. We're serving a different generation of persons where you and I may like to hold a book in our hand. I like to turn pages. Younger people want a more digital format. So the vision for tomorrow is to make sure that we build on what we have and understand that in order to be more effective in communicating to a younger generation, that we need to understand the digital aspect of publications as well.
Okay.
You asked about the luncheon.
Tell us about the digital publication. You're going to improve that. You're going to upgrade that.
That's the idea with publications for me, is that we will take it to the next level.
Okay.
How do we build on what we already have, keep the hard copy format, but also make it available in a digital form? And that means that we have to look at all of those resources that are out there so that we can make sure that we're getting our information out. I love books, as I say, but I also recognize that having it in a different digital format makes a lot of sense for younger people. Even now, when I read my Bible in church on Sundays, I always take my Bible with me. But while scripture may be read by someone else, I may pull it up on my phone or my device. So that is a part of understanding the vision for tomorrow, because if the Department of Publication is going to continue to exist, we've got to reimagine it so that we can engage persons of a millennial and Gen Z generation that is a part of this digital footprint.
Will you be also connected with AI?
Yes, yes. Matter of fact, if you look at that flyer, many of the persons ask the question, "Who is that fella?" And a part of that is AI generated, and I mean, this AI thing, it allows you to do so much.
Yes,
it's a lot easier. But the thing with AI is, you have to make sure that you are speaking and not AI for you. So you have to let it help you, but make sure you remain who you are in the midst of AI helping you.
Got to be you and not AI.
Right.
Now, visions for tomorrow, building on what was preparing for what's next. February 28th, 3 o'clock to 5 p.m., Lane Tabernacle CME Church. What's happening there?
Well, that is the fundraiser dinner that we are having there at Lane on the 28th. That is a Saturday this year between the time of 3 and 5 o'clock. And we are asking those persons who can come and support. The luncheon is $50. And I know some people may say, now, what kind of lunch are we going to eat for $50? Well, you're going to eat the regular church repast meal. But what we are doing is a fundraiser to help me finance my campaign. We're having several of my friends and members of our community come in and give a talk. And we have one of St. Louis's and this country's best orators, best radio personalities, television personalities, who's going to be the host. Dr. Bertie Hayes will be with us to facilitate that program on the 28th. You can give, and on the flyer you will see a Cash App, Lane 910, or $ Lane 910, and you can give your donations, or you can use our
email.
You can email. You can use also what we call Giblify. It is a giving platform as well, and you see that's Lane Tabernacle CME Church. Or you can just simply mail your contributions to Lane 910 North Newstead.
What's the zip code there?
The zip code is 63108.
Yeah, 63108.
63108.
Okay. So it's February the 26th. I'm sorry, February 28th. That's February 28th. And it's almost the last day of the month, isn't it?
That is the last day of the month.
From
it
3
worked out that way.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Lane Tabernacle CME Church, 910 North Newstead. Now, 910 North Newstead is a block north of Delmar.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Enright.
Well,
It's on the corner of Enright.
at corner Enright and Newstead, I often tell folk when they're buying property, we are in the Ville neighborhood. When they are trying to sell you property, we are in the Central West End.
Okay.
So that's how close we are to the Central West End. But it's right off of Delmar and Newstead. It is easily accessible to those who are traveling. We have plenty of parking outside and in our parking lot for those who will come to celebrate with us.
I understand there's going to be a silent auction, too. Tell us about that.
We have what we call a silent auction. We're going to have some different baskets that we're going to put out, and folk can bid on them. One of my favorite baskets is the cigar basket. I've turned into in my old age a connoisseur of cigars. But we'll have a cigar basket and make a silent auction. There's going to be some other baskets that they have. But we are asking that you participate in that, and that's to help to defer the cost of the dinner itself. Also, one of the St. Louis favorites that we will have is the 50-50. So there's a lot of little things that we do, and we're just going to have a good time. We're just going to have a good time.
I know when I be sitting in church watching you on the dais, I'll be looking to see what kind of socks you're wearing.
Yes, sir.
What kind of socks are you wearing today, sir?
Well, I decided because I was coming to be with Bernie, I need to make sure that I had my Alpha socks on, and that is another one of my passions, I call it. Some of them would say that I have somewhat of a fetish for socks. I have, Bernie, this is no joke, I have at least 400 pair of socks. I really had to stop buying socks because I was running out of room, but I did buy another 3 or 4 pair at the pastor's conference this in January.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So mark the date, February 28th, 3 to 5 p.m., Lane Tabernacle CME Church, 910 North Newstead. Support the vision. $50 tickets, silent auction. And once again, the Cash App, what's the address of that?
The Cash App is $Lane 910, okay. Givelify, Lane Tabernacle CME Church. If you cannot come and purchase a ticket, we ask that you support with whatever offering that you may give to support this campaign fund that I'm mounting.
Vision for tomorrow, February 28th, 2026, 3 to 5, Lane Tabernacle CME Church, with the New Life Evangelistic Center, 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. And we'll be right back with Pastor Richard McDuffie after this.
Behind me is the New Life Evangelistic Center administrative offices in Overland, Missouri. And this is where we shoot our shows for our worship shows and the Here's Help Network. And it's also where Zakid Baruti and Bernie Hayes shoot their shows. You can find all of these shows at the New Life Evangelistic Center app, the NLEC TV app. You can also access them on your tablet or on your computer. And this is how you can stay up to date with all the things that New Life Evangelistic Center is doing. There are so many different programs that we've got going on, and God is doing many exciting things through partners like you. So if you want to support the work that New Life is doing, then please access and give through the app. You can go online at nlecstl.org or give us a call at 314-421-3020. Again, 314-421-3020. But this is the best way to get plugged into the amazing work that New Life is doing through people like you. And so there is something for you to get involved in today. And we are so thankful for our partners. Only through the grace of God and your gift are we able to bless others today.
Martin Delaney was born an African-American abolitionist, the first African-American field officer in the U.S. Army, and one of the earliest African-Americans to encourage a return to Africa. Delaney was born in Charlestown, Virginia, now West Virginia, to a slave father and a free mother. His mother took the children to Pennsylvania in 1822 to avoid their enslavement and prosecution brought on by attempting to teach her children to read and write, which was illegal in the state of the time. In February 1865, after meeting President Abraham Lincoln to persuade the administration to create an all-black corps led by African-American officers, Delaney was commissioned a major in the 52nd U.S. Colored Troops Regiment. With that appointment, he became the first line officer in U.S. Army history. When Reconstruction began, Delaney was assigned to the Freedom Bureau in South Carolina. There he called for black pride, the enforcement of black civil rights, and the land of the freed people. Martin Delaney.
2 Timothy 1, verse 10.
But it has now been revealed through the appearing of our Savior, Jesus Christ, who has destroyed death and has brought life and immortality to light through the gospel. And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guest is the pastor of Lane Tabernacle CME Church, 910 North Newstead in St. Louis, Missouri, Reverend Richard McDuffie. And the General Secretary, Department of Publications, a bold new leadership. You're running for that office. Once again, tell us about that.
Again, I'm running for the position of General Secretary of the Department of Publications for the CME Church. That department is designed to take care of all the publishing concerns of our church. The person who had occupied that position is retiring, and I, along with several others, are offering ourselves. It is a connectional office or a nationwide office, and our publishing department is housed in Memphis, Tennessee at our headquarters area. So again, if you can support on February the 28th from 3 to 5 o'clock, come and be with us. If not, whatever donation that you can give would be highly appreciated.
How can they donate?
They can donate by giving to our Cash App at $Lane 910, our Giblify, Lane Tabernacle CME Church, or if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you can simply mail it to Lane Tabernacle CME Church, 910 North Newstead, in care of Pastor Richard McDuffie's campaign fund for General Secretary of the Department of Publications.
This is wonderful. You know, every time I have dinner or lunch or anything to eat at Lane Tabernacle, it is delicious. so I assume on the 28th of February, it'll be just as delicious.
One of the things about Lane, if you ever come, you're going to have a wonderful experience. We have some wonderful cooks. And not only will you have a scrumptious meal, you're going to have wonderful decorations. My staff, our people who are part of our culinary team and our decoration team, you will have an experience at Lane. So just come and be with us.
Tell us about the First Lady.
My wife, Tony Rochelle Bankhead Evans McDuffie, is what we call a fashion diva. And one of the things that I love about it is that I never know what type of outfit she's going to wear. I don't ask about how much it costs. All I know is that she looks good and she enjoys it, and it's her passion. And she works with two young ladies, with two bald chicks where she works, and she just enjoys that fashion world.
I've never seen her wear the same outfit twice. She's beautiful.
That's not helping.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth.
It is the truth.
I want to get back to this. February 28th, 3 to 5 p.m., Lane Tabernacle CME Church. And there's always plenty of free parking, too. Is that correct?
Parking is generous. You can park on the street level if you desire, but we also have a secure parking lot as well. We just invite you to come. If you're in need of a wonderful worship celebration and you want to hear a relevant word, come to Lane Tabernacle CME Church and allow the Lord to bless your heart.
When are these services, sir?
Our services are every Sunday, beginning at 10 o'clock, and we are doing something different now after COVID. We have our Sunday church school following the worship experience, but we also have Bible study at 12 noon in person and online, and in person at 6 o'clock on every Wednesday. We have a prayer call that we have on every Monday at 12 noon, and we have what we call a check-in call where we just call and talk with one another on Saturdays and share announcements and community concerns. I
want to compliment Carmen McHale because she really sits the emails out there, email blasts, and everything that's happening at Lane Tabernacle. Carmen's on it. She lets people know what's going on.
She does a wonderful job. We get the information to her, and she has her own format, and she will send it out. If you want to be a part of what's going on at Lane, just, again, you can use my email address, or you can call the church and give us your email address, and we'll put you in the queue so that you can receive all information about the Lane Tabernacle CME Church, its ministries, and the happenings within the church life.
Reverend McDuffie, thank you so much for being my guest today, sir.
Thank you for having me, sir.
And good luck with your election with the General Secretary, Department of Publications. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And thanks each and every one of you for supporting the New Life Evangelistic Center. I'm Bernie Hayes. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Stay warm.